There, YouTube. Take number 3 of week 9 in pickups. Keep getting interrupted or losing my train of thought. So let's try this again. I know I just released a pickup video a couple days ago, but I was behind on that one. And I got some more stuff here, and some of it I gotta sell and get online, or because I already have the stuff, and so I just want to get the video done. And a lot of them I'm gonna keep, but let's start out with my favorite reseller, retail store. Picked up a couple Genesis games I needed. I picked up Arrow the Acrobat for $2. I love the cover art on this one. It does not have the manual. It's an okay game. It's not bad. I mean, platformer. I did have this one brand new and sealed, so I sold it because, like I said before, I have no use for sealed games. So I picked up another copy for my own collection. Fatal Fury 2. It doesn't have the manual. I paid $4 for that. And then I picked up a terrible game. I remember having this as a kid. But I'm going to try to give it a playthrough again. Home Alone. The original Home Alone for the Genesis. For $2. No manual. And then the one Genesis game I did pick up that had a manual, but Cujo got a hold of it on the corner here. I paid $2 on it. It's Lawnmower Man. Looks like the water damage or something. Maybe it's just slobber damage from the dog. I don't know. But it does have the manual. So I got this. Got this for the Sega CD as well. Let's see. I picked up a couple NES games. I need a lot of NES games. I only got about 120. So I mean, they got tons of them there, and I just picked up a few that just caught my fancy. That kind of look like cool. I mean, I don't know if they are. Maybe you guys can let me know. Capcom game for $3. I picked up Viper. I mean, you got Brian Bosworth on there holding a gun, if you can see that. Don't know if it's good, but it's Capcom. And then for $6, I picked up The Immortal. I never played this game before. That guy looks. The reason I picked it up, he looks pretty badass. He looks like a cross between Kenny Rogers and Sam Elliott, and he looks ticked off. So yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with the Sam Elliott Kenny Rogers clone either. And then the last one I picked up for the NES, Wizardry Knight of the Diamonds. I spent $10 on it. I like the cover art on it. I don't really, like I said, I'm a Sega fanboy. I do want to collect the Nintendo stuff, but I didn't have a Nintendo growing up because, well, we were poor, and all I had was basically a Sega Master System with like 5 games, and I only played Nintendo stuff at a friend's house. So I don't know a lot of the library. I know what's worth some money and everything, but I'm trying to collect them and get reacquainted. It does have a little label damage there that's coming apart, but I mean the label's still in good. I would just put a little glue back there. We'll be all right. And then I picked up one TurboGrafx 16 game. They're hard to find. I basically have 5 games, and now this is 6. Or I have, a couple of the sports games complete that were super cheap. I also have Keith Courage and Box Adventure, just a Hue card. And now the best game I have is Splatterhouse, and that one's complete, and I love that game. But I picked up, because I've seen it, don't have it. Of course I don't have it. For $7 I picked up Ninja Warrior. I mean, I don't think Mr. Clean appreciates getting kicked in the face like that, but oh well. I don't know if this is any good yet. I haven't had time to pop it in. But it's going to be hard to collect these TurboGrafx games because they're expensive. Alright, now moving on to garage sale stuff here. I almost lost my train of thought again. I went to this citywide garage sale. I didn't have as much time to look as I wanted. I was tired. I had to look at a car. I traded my van for a car. Excuse me. But I was able to hit 3 of them. The whole town was having this garage sale, and I wish I had time to hit more of them. But the first one I went to had tons of games, and excuse me. But they were like a little overpriced, and I didn't feel like haggling. I worked all night. I was tired. So, but I did get a couple things. I got this Game Boy SP Girls Edition. It's pink. It's got a few scratches on the top. Not too bad. It came with 3 games. It came with Strawberry Shortcake, Sweet Dreams, this little pink case, and Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules, and then another freaking Bratz game. I don't know what it is about Bratz games. This is Bratz Babies. I cannot get away from Bratz games. I don't want Bratz games. I think Bratz is a stupid cartoon. I'm sorry if I offend anybody that watches that stupid cartoon. But being I have a daughter, who's just now a teenager, she used to watch it, and I hated it. We used to try not to let her watch it. So that was the girl edition. I also got a boy edition. It's blue. The case has more scratches on it. But it's still, the hinges are in great condition, power's on great. And by the way, both of them came with the charger, so, and it came with one of the black cases. It came with Harry Potter Goblet of Fire, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, another one in a black case, and this is Power Rangers Wild Force. Probably games I won't be entertaining much of my time with, but she had $15 on both for each of them, and like I said, I didn't really feel like haggling, so I asked her if she'd take 10 apiece for them, and she said, yeah. I a little more than I want to spend, but it's still not a bad price for some Game Boy SPs that work good. And then I went to another garage sale, and it's actually an estate sale, and for $6, they had $5 price tag on each of these. Usually don't find too much at estate sales because it's older people, but they had a rough condition original Game Boy. They said it worked. I wasn't sure. It's got you can see the yellowing on it. I can clean it up. It does have the battery cover, but you have to hold it in place with tape because the hinges are broke. And a PS2 controller. This one is, the buttons are real nice and everything. They had $5 price tag on each of them. I asked them if they take $5 for both of them, and they said no. I'll take $6. But not knowing if the Game Boy worked, I said, okay, I'll do $6. So I brought it home, and it does work. The battery compartment has a little it needs to clean up. This whole thing needs cleaned up, but it does work. So for $6, I got those 2 items, and then one more garage sale stuff. I went up to this garage sale, and they had a few game stuff, but I'm a little short on cash this week. They had a bunch of Game Boy stuff, and they had all their games were $1, and I wanted to buy them all, but like I said, I was running a little short on funds. But they did have this Game Boy Pocket. They had $10 on it, and that's a little more than I want to spend. But I picked up 3 games: Donkey Land 2 for $1, Pokemon Blue for $1, and another copy of Donkey Land 2 for $1. Like I said, she had $10 on the Game Boy Pocket. I asked her if she'd take $10 for the games plus the Game Boy Pocket, and she said yeah. So, the Pokemon's worth that. Okay, now on the eBay here. I've got quite a few things on eBay this week. I got a charger, Game Boy Advance charger for that Game Boy SP I got last week. I spent $4 on it, but if I keep it or decide to sell it, basically I need a charger. So then I got one Genesis game off eBay. I got Powermonger. Got it in the middle of the night. Got it for $2.29 and then the $2.53 shipping. A little more than I wanted to spend for it. It's not a very rare game, but it is complete. But it's something I need. I already have it for the Sega CD, so I wanted to get it. Then a Sega Master System game I've been trying to get for a while. I got Wanted. I think I spent $8 on it plus $2 shipping. It is complete. I've been looking for this game for a while. It's a shooting game. It looks very fun. So, I'm glad to finally have that. And then I picked up Grand Theft Auto 2. I had it before. I didn't care for it then, but I watched Dan Birdman's review of it, and I figured I'd give it another shot. Of course, I need it for my collection since I didn't have it. but I spent too much on it. I spent $10 even plus $2.58 shipping. I mean, I guess it's worth that, but I was hoping to find it for cheaper, but I figured I'd go ahead and pick that up. And then the creme de la creme, the two things I got. I mean, looking for this game for a while. It's pretty pricey. Guy had a $12 price tag on it, and it included free shipping, I believe. But it was a buy it or best offer. I offered him 9, and he accepted. And it's in great condition. The hinges are in great condition. It's a Sega CD game. It's the double pack, 3 ninjas, kickback, and hook. And both the games are in nice condition. The hinges are in nice condition. So I'm glad to finally have that one. And now a game that is very, very rare. I've been looking for a very long time. This game usually sells for well over $100, but this guy says he can only get this game to work half the time. He tries cleaning with alcohol, but I figured if he can get it to work half the time, it works. So I can get it to work with some real fine sandpaper. So I got some 600 here that I need to clean it up with, and I bet you it'll work just fine. So he had it was up for auction, but he had it for a buy it now price as well, of $60. And when I saw that, one person bid on it 99 cents, and it was a reserve. Why do people do that anyway? Why do people have reserves on auctions? I mean, just start with the lowest price you're going to sell it for, and that's your reserve. I mean, come on. So anyway, I just said I'm not going to let this one slip through my hands. So it is a copy of Iron Soldier 2 for the Atari Jaguar. Very rare game. $60 I paid for it. It is complete. I mean, this is how rare. This is basically a prototype. Iron Soldier limited edition cartridge. It don't even have any label art. The manual is also very generic. Very generic manual. But for $60, I will get it to work, and I am very happy to have this to my collection. This is one of the rare ones I've been looking for. He also threw in a complete copy of Iron Soldier 2 box, but it's for the Jaguar CD, which I don't have. That's one of the few systems that are still out there that I want. Don't know why I want it. It's terrible. But I want it. So basically, that's all I got for this week. Little short video. Glad to have that Iron Soldier 2 in my collection. I will treasure that, and after I clean it up and get it working. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next week.